Tonight, Corndog has decided that his match is champions only because there are no worthy contenders in Wrestle Rampage. And I take personal offense to that. Corndog, you have been better than me in your entire career for exactly 3 seconds. And Ricky South, you've been better than me exactly never. Corndog, you are so lucky that I have not been here to compete tonight. But when I get back, it is my personal mission to embarrass you in front of everyone here. And I will prove that you have never been worthy of my Australian National Championship.
Dude, did you... Dude?
Joe, I'm trying to watch, mate.
This needs to be said. It's been bugging me. Why are we booked in a grudge match against Solomun Blackwell? I like Solomun Blackwell, man. I think he's really cool. What the hell happened in Queensland?
Look, Joe, I may have gotten into an entanglement with Solomun.
Entanglement? What kind of entanglement?
Look, we had an altercation.
Alright, so what happened?
Look, it's this tag team thing, Joe. I got to get used to it. So, there I was, minding my own business, just standing there.
Oh, Mr. Blackwell!
Complimenting Solomun Blackwell on his performance that evening.
Nice loss tonight, bro.
And then out of nowhere, for no reason whatsoever,
You're really killing it out there, you know. If you won.
his tag partner, Mitch, Ryder, just clocks me clean on my ass.
Yeah, you want to talk to Solomun, huh? You talk to top tier? You want to talk to us like that?
It was brilliant.
I don't think so, huh? I don't think so.
Oh, you suck, so.
Okay. So now we have a grudge match against one of the hottest, most exciting tag teams coming out of Queensland. You ready to show Wrestle Rampage what we've been working on?
Payback's a bitch, Joe.
15 seconds to go. Folding press.
And of course, we want to welcome you all here to Wrestle Rampage, Bad Moon Rising. My name, as always, is Sean Thomas, and all right, I have to admit, I have been joined here not by Matt Hodge. I'm here with the Prodigy, Tommy Knight.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry, I know, of course, you're not scheduled to be here at the moment, but
Let me tell you something, Sean. It should be me in that ring competing out there. This whole show should be about me.
No, Tom. It's all right. You don't. There's enough going on as it is. It's all right. I'm happy to pull triple duty.
This is beneath me. You know that?
No,
beneath me.
I fully understand. Look, if nothing else, you can appreciate some fantastic tag team wrestling. Obviously, we have on here tonight. Punch Drunk Istria, Joey Graham against hailing straight out of Queensland. We have top tier. Currently in the ring, Solomun Blackwell up against Punch Drunk Istria. Obviously, you have an incredible history with Istria himself.
Look, I'm not here to talk about Istria tonight. Not my history with Istria. Watching a talent like Solomun take it to Istria, nothing brings me more joy.
Brings me to my point, Tommy. In that case, what are you doing out here tonight? What is your purpose here? How can I help you?
This show doesn't run without a talent like me. These people here, they don't come to a show to see anybody but me. I have to be around this show somewhere. If they can't afford for me to be on the shelf, then I come here and I sit on comedy.
As you can see, obviously, Solomun Blackwell jumping straight to the outside here in this opening contest. Bad Moon Rising, of course. One of the other things happening here at Wrestle Rampage is the state of the tag team division. Of course, later on we will be having those tag team titles on the line. But before that, of course, we have Joey Graham and Punch Drunk Istria, two people, Tommy, who also feel that they should be in the upper echelon, of the tag team division.
Look, putting my history with both of these men aside, I am man enough to acknowledge the tremendous talent that both competitors have. They belong at the top of the tag division. They just have to prove that they can work together for a longer period of time. They will get there with their talent. Do I think they deserve to be above me? Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. But a tremendous opportunity for Istria and for Joey to prove that they belong at the top of the tag division against Solomun Blackwell and Mitch Ryder.
Of course, that being said, we are looking at Solomun Blackwell, a man who is an architect of an assault, such an eclectic verbiage of moves here, but now being answered in kind by Punch Drunk Istria. Now Joey Graham with the tag. Solomun Blackwell, of course. Both these competitors, a 2 count, not quite doing a top tier. The 4 of them now, 3 of the members of top tier have now made their way to Wrestle Rampage. Of course, they are a well-oiled machine. Joey Graham and Punch Drunk Istria have only really been a team this year.
That's exactly right. They lack the experience that top tier has in teamwork. But if anything was just displayed in that opening stance, they'll be just fine.
Solomun Blackwell charging Joey Graham into his corner, isolating the man, and now the once-in-a-generation athlete, Mitch Ryder, making his way into the ring. Mitch Ryder, considered he is on a list of the top 50 Australian wrestlers. Mitch Ryder jumping in at number 10. This is a list, Tommy Knight, that you are on yourself.
That's true, but that list is also highly flawed because who's number 1? Is it me? No. That says all that needs to be said about that list, about its relevance. If I'm not at the top of that list doesn't mean anything.
I believe you were.
See the experience, tag team experience.
Northern Light suplex. Rolling over Joey Graham and Mitch Ryder now jockeying for position here.
Mitch Ryder doing everything he can to stay on top, get the advantage, but Joey doing a fantastic job of making sure that he gets back on top.
Ryder here potentially looking for a roll-up here, but of course a blind tag there for Istria. Ryder unaware Joey Graham is not the legal man. Joey Graham and Punch Drunk Istria, both accomplished singles competitors in their own right. You cannot discount, even though they are not a tag tag team with the longevity of top tier. They have decades of experience
They
put
do.
together.
Put together, their experience does make them a tremendous force, but it will be interesting looking at the seasoned teamwork of top tier against what has essentially been two single stars their entire career.
Joey Graham, up and
Oh!
over, faking to the outside. Now Istria coming over, good lord! Suicida to the outside. Solomun Blackwell, Mitch Ryder, both taken out by Istria. And good grief, Joey Graham!
Joey putting his body on the line, tremendous!
To start off this contest here at Bad Moon Rising, the audience are elated. If you're looking for a statement to be made of
That is
where
one way to make a statement, that is for sure.
Punch-drunk Istria and Joey Graham have faced each other many times as early as 2010, and yet this is they've only had one tag team match as a duo.
Putting myself in Mitch Ryder's shoes right now, I've been there. I've been in those holes, and this is the stuff that I despise about AJ Istria. This is not professional. This is not professional wrestling.
Oh,
And that's exactly what he deserves. Solomun standing for absolutely none of that.
Solomun Blackwell, a big boot reminiscent of Mitch Ryder over in Queensland, standing up. Admittedly, a backhanded compliment from Istria is what began this whole grudge match in the first place. Istria, and I quote, "Nice loss tonight, really killing it out there if you'd won."
And Mitch gets Istria up, takes him into his own corner with the body slam.
Picture perfect body slam,
That's
and
the
now
experience of being a tag team, cutting off the ring, isolating.
that's it. Quick, simple tags, isolating your opponent, keeping them at your end of the ring. It's a good way to wear down your opponent and get that 3 count.
Exactly what Solomun's doing here, taking control of the neck. Istria's neck has given him problems in the past, making sure to wear him down where he's vulnerable. You can see Istria's experience as a grappler here, dropping his weight on Solomun, making it difficult for Solomun to drive him back into his own corner.
You can see here though, Solomun
Big knee
Blackwell
by Istria.
positioning himself in the way of Joey Graham, but now Istria finding a way. 2.5, but again, Solomun Blackwell, you can see strategically placing himself in the way of Istria's partner.
And Solomun,
And
with a
there's
technical display into the back suplex.
that vicious velocity to the arsenal of the end. Solomun Blackwell, and now the once-in-a-generation athlete, Mitch Ryder. Heretofore, we have not seen in a Wrestle Rampage ring. This is his debut here. Mitch Ryder, a man that many feel arguably is the face of Queensland wrestling in 2022.
And what does that mean to you, Sean? Does that mean that he's above anybody in Wrestle Rampage? Of course not. He's a newcomer. And you can see the near inexperience in Wrestle Rampage, not understanding the resilience of AJ Istria.
Again now, have to admit though, this has been quite a back and forward affair, but right now, top tier are doing a phenomenal job at isolating Joey Graham away and keeping Istria in the ring.
Istria going to the well. Manages to create some space.
There's a moment here. Solomun Blackwell got to take advantage. This is where, Joey Graham with a forearm smash.
Improvised teamwork.
Again, Solomun Blackwell, not the legal man. Istria making the tag, the screaming demon in the ring. Flying elbow smash, a clothesline to Solomun Blackwell.
And a big power slam.
Joey Graham now building some momentum, cleaning house.
Springboard moonsault. That's a 2.
Screaming Demon almost picking up the win for his team.
I've been in there with the ring with both men. I understand them better than most. They are tough, but make no mistake, they are not me.
I said, well, maybe the tag team title is something you can go after. If you had a partner in mind, of course, you could also go for the tag team titles,
Huge
Tommy.
double stomp from Solomun Blackwell.
Solomun Blackwell.
Big elbow.
cutting off Istria,
This is
keeping
what
him
I
away.
wanna see. I want to see the experience of the tag team overwhelm two wannabe singles wrestlers that couldn't cut it in the singles division and had to abandon that to start a tag team.
Tommy, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you have technically a chip on your shoulder with every single person in this ring.
While they think they're better than me, you're absolutely right. I have a problem with everybody in this ring. But at the time, I'm completely in the corner of an experienced and professional tag team like Top Tier. That's what I want to see in Wrestle Rampage.
Of course, now you're seeing Tucci. Oh my goodness!
Huge springboard German!
The patented Mitch Ryder springboard German. Again, this man is a suplex machine.
Suplex! Oh my goodness!
Mitch Ryder can suplex you from anyone, anywhere.
Solomun has the
Blackwell
advantage of everybody being down.
on the top rope.
Huge elbow drop! My goodness!
That could do it here. 1, 2. Oh my God! Centimeters.
Istria with the resilience of a rat, of a cockroach that won't go away. Top Tier have to be aware of that.
And now Mitch Ryder realizing he has to get the anomaly out that is Punch on Istria. And now the two men have Joey Graham to themselves. This is an important part in the match here. They have no time here.
Oh, clash of heads.
German
Joey
suplex
takes
of his own.
advantage with a German.
Mitch Ryder getting a bit of payback.
Mitch looks like he's seeing stars right now.
Oh my God! Mitch Ryder, the strength!
Oh my goodness, and a powerbomb from Mitch to his own teammate.
An assisted powerbomb. Oh! And again, a split second away.
Now Istria with a blow from behind, a classic Istria tactic.
And you can see now, this is just a game of keeping the outside man away from the ring, giving yourself a valuable 10 seconds to try and get the job done. Joey Graham, avalanche into the corner.
Followed by Istria.
Feeding through. Oh!
Solomun behind with a German suplex of his own.
German after German after German in this contest. Oh!
Istria managed to take out the legs. Oh, and a huge boot to the face. My goodness.
It is that hellacious, dirty down, rough and tough style that Istria has that has made this man the cornerstone of Wrestle Rampage for the last decade.
A taste of his own medicine, perhaps. Oh, and a huge back fist from Istria.
This has just been a slugfest from Bell to at some point Bell. Oh, good Lord, what do they have in time here? Oh!
And Solomun slips out.
Solomun fighting!
Oh, and a huge enziguri from Joey.
Blackwell is fighting for his life here. Mitch Ryder trying to get back on the ring.
A classic coward tactic.
Looks like they're looking for it again here. Up and over, what in the world? Oh my God! That cutter from Joey Graham! It is over!
And that's all she wrote. Top Tier, not good enough.
And the winners of this match, the Screaming Beard, Joey Graham and Punch from Istria!
Strike from behind to create space. Unbelievable. Cowards, pure cowards from Istria and Joey.
Regardless of everything, lads, you talk a big game, but you're not bad people. This new guy here tonight, Mitch Ryder, he runs a non-for-profit called Wrestling for Rescue. Come on, Mitch, get in the ring. I heard about this and I was like, let's give this boy a shot. He's from Queensland. His pup passed away and he thought he'd turn a bad situation into something that I think is a pretty noble cause. So tonight, we have a limited amount of shirts available. Every doggo deserves a home. Proceeds from this shirt sale, it'll go to Greyhounds as Pets SA. And if there's none in your size here tonight, you can also order online wrestlingforrescues.com. Now they did win, so you can play our music.
This next match is a singles match and it is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first. Back on the show. Accompanied by Bitchy Boy. Weighing in at 310 pounds, Wam Bam Bellows!
Anybody watching at home that has never met Wam Bam Bellows, I'll give you a brief rundown. Every single thing that you've ever read on Reddit, on the deepest vestiges of the internet, you bet your ass that he believes every part of it.
And his opponent. Making her way to the ring. Weighing in at 135 pounds, she is Lavro.
Level of unprofessionalism come down to your match, down to your wrestling attire. This is like him not scared.
Within the past 24 hours, I have sustained an injury. So I have not been cleared to compete tonight. But don't be mistaken, I am not scared of you, Wam Bam Bellows. And I'm certainly not scared of you, Vicky Boyd. But for tonight, I found a replacement. And he doesn't know the emotion of fear. Actually, he's too naive to know the emotion of fear. He's too oblivious to know what fear even is. But he is actually here to party! Hit it!
Making his way to the ring. Hailing from the Party Palace, aka his mom's house. Weighing in at 193 pounds, his polluting castle. Please welcome to the ring, Party Guy Pie!
If I were still champion, if I had not had my Australian National Championship taken away from me, this this kind of buffoonery not be happening in my country. This is an embarrassment to professional wrestling in South Australia. I do not stand for it. Did you know about this?
I knew about it from the moment I heard the music come out. I'm just as surprised as you are. We have a guest
this
here.
This is an affront to us. This is an affront to wrestling in this country, in my company. If I was still the Australian national champion, if I hadn't had that robbed from me, you bet that this would not be happening.
Look, all I know is that we had a match scheduled. Now we have a match that is going to occur. As you heard, Leah Lovegrove out with an injury. Hopefully she gets better soon and she can be right back in the Wrestle Rampage ring.
No one is more sympathetic to injuries than I am. No one is a more sympathetic person in professional wrestling, in Wrestle Rampage, than Tommy Knight. Make no mistake. But this!
What exactly is your problem with that?
What part of this spells professionalism to you, Sean?
I mean, part of being a professional is being able to entertain a crowd, and something that you can see right now, this crowd absolutely eats up every ounce of Party Guy Thai.
And what part of this leads to you winning a national championship, winning an Australian championship and proving that you are the best? What part of this spells champion to you, Sean?
I mean, I don't know if Party Guy Thai is about champions, but he's definitely about having fun. Of course, I have no doubt that thunderous shoulder block. I have no doubt that Wam Bam Bellows is going to spin this into some sort of conspiracy at a later date. Party Guy Thai leapfrogging over the gigantic Wam Bam Bellows.
Talented athlete he is, if only he would take this seriously.
Party Guy may not be taking it seriously.
Less partying, more training.
Oh, caught to the quick by Wam Bam. Of course, even though it might not be a Leah Lovegrove, this is still a matter of size versus speed.
And a huge bill from Wam Bam Bellows. You see, this is what I'm saying. If Party Guy spent more time training, he would avoid situations like that where he's at a disadvantage. Instead, he's getting tossed around like a rag doll.
Party Guy Thai, of course, this is not his debut with Wrestle Rampage. We have seen the man before, obviously vying quite recently, a couple months ago, for the Australian National Tag Team titles, coming up in an unfortunate losing effort.
Wam Bam Bellows putting his entire weight on the lower back of Party Guy Thai, and now on the stomach of Party Guy Thai. That's what he deserves for not taking this as a professional business.
Wam Bam Bellows, a man who has now been in this professional business for over 15 years. The man is a veteran of the Australian wrestling scene here. Oh! Don't know how effective.
Incredible strength from Party Guy to even get Bellows off the mat.
And that's how you be more effective against Wam Bam.
Every time I think he's going to show me something, he lets me down. What a surprise.
Now Party Guy taken to the top here. Wam Bam simply shifts out the way, crash and burn.
He's never even in the same area code.
This is the thing. The man may be filled with conspiracies, filled with reasons why he's been wrong, but he is an intelligent competitor, and if you let your guard down, he will crush you.
For all his faults as a competitor, and of which there are many, he is experienced. He knows what he's doing. He's seen everything there is to see in wrestling. Oh, and a close 2 count for Bellows.
And of course, the thing about facing off against Wam Bam Bellows, any pinfall attempt, it forces you to exert quite a monumental amount of energy. It doesn't matter if you've been rocked or not. You have to shift Wam Bam Bellows off of you.
Kicking out under that weight, that's always a task. There's always exertion with that. Making him carry your weight. A good strategy from Bellows.
Oh, goodness. Party Guy always taking a tumble to the outside.
Big kick from Party Guy.
And now looking for another aerial assault here. But now, if you look on the outside, Vicky Boyd.
Vicky Boyd with the running interference for Bellows. Bellows got the referee.
Alex Ross, but Vicky Boyd.
Got him off.
Shades of Leah Lovegrove herself here. 1, 2. Oh my.
And a 2 count.
Vicky Void almost providing ample distraction for Wam Bam.
What has Vicky got here?
I don't know if you can see here, but is that an oxygen mask?
I have no idea.
Oh, good God, that is
Has
more.
someone tested her for PEDs?
I think that is the, what made Plan B in the first place. There's too many numbers and letters in that chemical, surely. Wam Bam still laid out on the ground. Party Guy might be looking for the elbow drop. He's sizing him up.
Vicky Boyd here seems to be a lot more focused on Party Guy than she was before.
Up and over! Oh! Up and nobody was home. Wam Bam has an ample opportunity here. Wait, Vicky Boyd's in the ring now.
Again. This time, much more effective running into... Oh my goodness!
Devastating.
A huge Russian leg sweep.
Alex Frost has no idea that Boyd has made her way in the ring.
Russian Olympians.
Wam Bam, I think, is going to take full advantage. Good!
Oh my
God!
goodness,
That could be over right here. And the winner of this match, by pinfall, Wam Bam Bellows! Is a triple threat match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first.
Final practice. Genuine.
Weighing in at 210
Wrestle Rampage should be about. Though nothing has been officially decided, this may as well be a #1 contenders match. And if I was cleared to compete, you bet that I would be right in the middle of this, earning my spot where I belong at the top of Wrestle Rampage. The winner of this may very well get the next title shot.
Of course, I have to admit, you bring up a good point, Tommy. Of course, we have the Eternal Edward Dusk, Wrecking Ball Will Gibson, who has been on a tear as of late. Just a couple months ago, he held a pinfall victory over the Eternal, just at Every Dog Had Its Day. And of course, the returning Pat, no longer a Graham, just simply Pat, who we have not seen since his no disqualification contest with Joey Graham last year.
Pat rejecting the Graham name.
Both physically and by name, the man, oh good God! Of course, brings up a valuable point, because in the ring, you see the epitome of his rejection here.
Pat is a savage in that ring. You've not seen an artist of violence like that, other than perhaps the man across from him, Will Gibson. Will Gibson paints with a broader brush than most with his violence, but it is something to see. As much as I despise him, he is somebody to be admired.
Good God, and you can see here, it's just brotherly destruction on display here!
Oh my goodness, a huge lifting knee!
Pat is a man who has had a perpetual chip on his shoulder since the day he was born. You look up chip on a shoulder in the dictionary, it has that man's screaming, tortured face. Of course,
and an interesting matchup here with Edward Dusk in the mix. Edward Dusk, the master of mind games, with an unhinged person like Pat, a recipe for disaster. And a huge leaping elbow from Wrecking Ball Will Gibson.
You can see here shades of Every Dog Had Its Day. If you remember, the Eternal Edward Dusk was lit.
Oh my goodness, a leaping code breaker.
The man was lit
that
up.
Could be it. And a kick out at one.
Will Gibson destroyed Edward Dusk's chest, caved it in with chop after chop after chop, and Edward Dusk now looking for a measure of revenge.
For anybody that's ever seen Will Gibson wrestle before, you know that is his trademark. Violence, shots, heavy-handed strikes. And an excellent strategy here from Edward Dusk to separate the two brothers and try and drain Will Gibson of his energy. Take away some of that vicious steam that he's got.
And this is the thing about Edward Dusk, he is a master manipulator. The man is an insidious instigator. If he has a way to put person against person, foe against foe, he will do anything and everything to gain the upper hand.
He will, but I also think that Edward Dusk is a tremendously misunderstood individual. Is that not the point of what you should be doing in a multi-man match like this? Exerting yourself as minimal as possible, picking your spots, taking advantage of every guy. Oh my goodness!
And remember, here in Wrestle Rampage, Edward Dusk, no stranger to the triple threat. Wasn't too long ago. Oh, good God!
A huge clothesline from Will Gibson.
Edward Dusk found himself in a triple threat contest against Rat Daddy and Nick Armstrong, the champ.
Wrecking Ball owning the ring, tossing Edward Dusk out onto Baby Pat.
Will Gibson, the bulldozing brute, over 16 years of experience in the squared circle. A mainstay of Wrestle Rampage, imposing his will on Edward Dusk currently, who's made his way back into the ring through force.
Oh my goodness! And Pat taking advantage of the momentary lapse of concentration.
And again, you simply cannot take your eye off the other man. There are 3 men in this contest, which means there's that extra factor that you always have to be aware of. You basically have to have eyes in the back of your head. Now here's an interesting matchup, because Edward Dusk and Pat have never been in the same ring before.
Goodness. But Pat with that size and strength advantage over Edward Dusk. Edward Dusk is going to have to rely on his wits, on his ability to manipulate Pat's faction mind.
I simply...
And nearly over there already. Pat has come into his own so much. Even over my escapades with the Renegades, over the course of 2 years fighting against Pat, he's evolved so much that I barely recognize who he is now.
Pat Graham is a man that I've still, to be honest, yet to understand. Pat Graham is what every single person looks like after one bad day. Everyone is only one bad day away from becoming Pat.
You see Pat applying tying the chin, squeezing the life out of him, wearing him down. This is also to the advantage of Will Gibson, who if he manages to pick his spot right, this is a tremendous... Oh, and he's got his teeth on Pat!
You can see here
no disqualifications in the triple threat. That's perfectly legal.
the chaotic idealist Edward Dusk using any and all means.
And a huge double clothesline. Oh!
Good God! Lighting both Hannah, Edward Dusk down, hat down. The Wreckin' Ball wrecking through the competition.
Trademark chops from Will Gibson.
And now you see a momentary alliance here at least.
You can see the mentality of Dusk. A proposal of alliance, perhaps. Oh my goodness. And sometimes it just doesn't matter.
Sidewalk slam here.
When you have a Wrecking Ball to destroy it.
Oh, good.
Oh!
Wrecking Ball having the real awareness to see his brother coming.
You said yourself you have to have eyes in the back of your head, and an excellent display of that. And a knock from Wrecking Ball. That could be it.
2. Again, the third man becoming the difference maker here. What is it going to have to take to get both men out? Tommy, if you're in a triple threat contest, what is your strategy here? How do you keep both men incapacitated enough to gain the victory?
From my perspective, you're trying to isolate whoever you feel is the most vulnerable to your offense. You take advantage of the fact that there's 3 men. You pick your spot. You make sure that you get in there when somebody's at their most vulnerable, and you pick your moment. Oh my goodness! Speaking of German from Dusk.
Speaking of picking moments here, Edward Dusk has an opportunity.
And a spinning neck breaker. That could be it.
This could be over right now. Grabbing both legs for extra leverage. Not enough to take the big man out. And now you see already Pat slowly starting to make his way to his feet. It's hard to misremember.
But back to your point of what would it take and what would I do, that's why I believe Edward Dusk has the advantage in a matchup like this. He has the intellect, he has the cunning, he knows when to pick his spot better than anybody else in this kind of match that we have.
Good God, the strength.
Edward Dusk, underrated power.
Landing hard on his neck. Now the former enforcer of the Renegades here.
Pat standing tall amongst them all.
Pat, of course,
looking up for that big suplex of his.
Burning Hammer time, potentially.
Burning Hammer.
Has him up.
The strength of break. And a pump kick from Dusk.
Big boot from the Silver-Tongued Serpent himself. And now potentially looking for that Death Valley driver.
And a huge punch from Pat.
Haymaker from Pat. Everyone jockeying for position. A low kick to the gut here.
Goodness, and another huge shot to Dusk.
You can see every man lariat from Pat. 1, 2. Oh, God.
Dusk catching the arm, preventing the 3 count.
The Redemption Rumble winner himself, Edward Dusk. The ingenuity.
Didn't have the time to cover the distance to break up the pin. Instead, thought ahead, stopped the count from happening.
But now
very clever.
But now he's drawn the ire of Pat himself.
He has drawn the ire, but has he drawn it further into his trap? Huge strikes from Dusk.
You can see Dusk screaming at Pat to reciprocate. What is that, a smile?
And a throat shot. A callback to Rat, perhaps. His matchups against Rat Daddy providing him with his first real opponent in Wrestle Rampage.
That's exactly it. Now looking for the lariat once again.
Oh my goodness!
Dusk, head taken clean off. And now that leaves Wrecking Ball and Pat in the ring to settle the score. You said it yourself here. A win here is going to take notice in the annals of Wrestle Rampage.
And not just that, but this is Pat's opportunity to prove that he's finally his own man. But Wrecking Ball's got him up for the Burning Hammer.
Burning Hammer!
That's gotta be it.
1, 2, 3.
A tremendous performance, make no mistake.
And the winner of this match by pinfall, Wrecking Ball, Will Gibson.
That may be for the number 1 contender spot, Sean. Make no mistake, me coming back takes precedent. I am owed a rematch. I am the former champion. He is still behind me.
Don't tell me that, I understand. What of it? So Tommy Knight has just left the booth here. So We still have Pat Graham in the ring here. Pat Graham suffering a tremendous loss here, an unfortunate loss. Now Dusk sliding his way into the ring. What the hell is going on here? We may see a round two. Pat.
When I first started in my professional career, times were tough. It was like you couldn't be a gorgeous man in professional wrestling. But there was one man that I could look up to. One man that I could go to that would understand beauty and grace, talent. Gorgeous Greg Graham was my mentor. But now I look at what he's become. He's making Instagram videos. He's getting attention from the commoners in the audience. He's not being very gorgeous. And someone needs to put him in his place. And I think I know the perfect man for the job.
Well, I guess we'll see about that.
that we have to do it the only way that we can in a Wrestle Rampage ring. We have to have a walk-off. That's right. We're going to have a walk-off here, and, well, Sir Cory Adams, since you agree with that idea, well, you can go on first and show us how it's done.
You get it. Make sure you get my hand. Remember what the people want to see. Set up.
Okay, so set yourself up, and I feel we have to have some music to go along with this. I mean, it's inspiring music. So, something inspiring, please. It is a tie between Gorgeous Greg and And that is a second punch here, running into the corner against Corey Adams. And now Gorgeous Greg whipping Corey Adams against the opposite corner, running forward again. Another smashing forearm. I appear to be without my temporary, colleague here in Tommy Knight. But now the train is loading up here. Gorgeous Greg running through. Vicious clothesline here in a rather unorthodox beginning to this competition. I have to admit, I have never actually judged a beauty competition before. But there's a first time for everything. Gorgeous Greg potentially looking for the patented moonsault. Jumping to the top, crowd firmly on their... Oh, good Lord! Vicious tumble. Corey Adams taking the opportunity where they may to gain the upper hand here. Sir Corey Adams has now lost one contest for the night in the most beautiful man, most gorgeous man, most... I don't know. As I said, I'm no beauty competition pageant person. Anyway, we're back to the wrestling competition here as a stiff gut punch from Sir Corey Adams. I'm trying to get my bearings here. Bit of a Wild West. I'm playing announcer, commentator, and now that the prodigy has left, I'm now your bell keeper as well. And Greg calling for a timeout. Of course, no timeouts here, at least not in a standard Wrestle Rampage competition. Cory really laying in on the assault here. The hand model / professional wrestler, hand modeler first. That is important to note. But now, I don't know if I need to repeat what the crowd thinks of Cory. Sir Corey Adams, my apologies. Sir Cory's a weapon. How can I not say it? The man is indeed exactly that. I'm not afraid to say it. Of course, Gorgeous Greg coming off an absolutely wonderful performance that every dog had to stay, facing off against Edward Dusk. Edward Dusk, who had won the Redemption Rumble and had granted himself the right, the privileged nay, to face off against the gorgeous Greg Graham, a man who has found a rejuvenation of sorts in 2023. Oh! Hellacious clothesline from Sir Corey Adams. Now, Gorgeous Greg doesn't quite know where he is. Can't see Sir Corey Adams on the top. Looking for an axe handle smash. Oh, a rough and tumble T-bone suplex. One might say this is a battle of beauty. And beautiful slap from Cory. Twisting suplex, twisting neck breaker there. Corey Adams called Greg Graham his mentor. But he takes Greg Graham now. Sorry, lost my train of thoughts. We almost had the 3 count here. As I was saying, Sir Corey Adams takes offense at what he believes is Gorgeous Greg Graham trying to gain the attention of the, quote, commoners in the audience. He doesn't believe the man is being very gorgeous. He believes that the Gorgeous Greg Graham of old is not the Gorgeous Greg Graham of today. Greg Graham, obviously, clearly taking offense, will absolutely defend his honor as Corey Adams defends himself from the top rope, finding himself in a very precarious position, maybe looking for a tornado DDT, swinging around, connects. Picture perfect, 1, 2, close, 2.5. Gorgeous Greg, that's 16 years of experience in the ring coming into play. Corey Adams, of course, coming off his own impressive victory, felling the debuting Leah Lovegrove. Of course, we wish Leah Lovegrove well, hoping she returns to the ring. And of course, now we see the return of the hand. The right hand. We may be looking for a touch of class here. Corey Adams lining up the gorgeous one. Greg Graham turning around. Sees it coming. Ducks down. We might be looking for the pile driver, but Corey Adams has it scouted. Fights him off. Oh. Touch of claw. Responding in kind with his own touch of beauty. Pile driver. That could be over. And the winner of this match by pinfall, gorgeous Greg Graham. And of course, the gorgeous train keeps on rolling through as another victory in 2023 for the gorgeous one. Unfortunately, Corey Adams will suffer 2 defeats in one night. And at this time, we are now ready for the Australian National Championship match, and it is scheduled for 1 fall. Making their way to the ring. the challenger to my right, standing 6'3", weighing in at 235 pounds, he is from Sydney, New South Wales, the example, tough stuff, and the champion to my left, standing 6'6", weighing in at 245 pounds, he is from Adelaide, South Australia, and the Australian National Champion, the Source God, Corndog! Of course, the time has now arrived. The Australian National Championship on the line. The fighting champion, Corndog, called them out. He said, I will take any champion. There is nobody worthy that he deems in a Wrestle Rampage ring. Give me any champion in Australia. Oh! And like a smack on the face, the call was answered by Tough Stuff. The example, Ricky South, current PWA heavyweight champion. The pedigree of this man is exemplary. Ricky South firmly believes that Corndog is not an example of who a true champion is. It's not the example of a true wrestler. He believes Corndog is a man who simply plays dogfights. He says, quote, "You are all going to witness why I am the most dominant champion in Australian professional wrestling." Ricky South, you can absolutely bet, is going to have a ground and pound game. He's going to look to out-wrestle, to out-maneuver, to outclass the Source God, Corndog. But of course, right there, you are going to see how Corndog is going to attempt to answer in kind. The man will use his strength, his size, his advantage in height to get the job done. It works to take out the prodigy, Tommy Knight. It worked to make him the Conquest champion, Black Daddy. And it works to body slam again and again. Ricky Starr now hanging up on the turnbuckle here. Corndog beginning to pick up some speed. Thunderous clothesline here. And a quick 1.5 here. Corndog is the only man who has managed to have Tommy Knight's number. The former Australian national champion, Tommy Knight, since 2011. Oh! I don't think I can continue the statistic over the sound of palms against chest here. Oh! Ricky South wanting nothing of a source here, making his way to the outside. As Ricky gathers his breath. It is worth noting that Corndog, since 2011, has given Tommy Knight his only 2 losses. Oh! First in a triple threat that included Black Daddy, which gave Corndog an opportunity for the Australian national title years ago, and then to claim the top prize. Shades of a a couple of months ago. Of course, this isn't the Lion Arts. We aren't near a bar, but Corndog will follow his opponent anywhere and everywhere. It is just divulging into a vicious slugfest, the exact thing that Ricky South abhors. South is not looking for a fight. He is not looking for a brawl. He is looking for a wrestling match. Ricky South could become a double champion. He could become exactly what he claims to be. The example. He's looking for total domination within Australia. Looking to launch the 245-pounder off his feet. Corndog slashing his way out of it, and now we're looking for the sauce. My broadcast colleague Hodge isn't here to call it. I'll try my very best. Sauce! And now, looking for a bit of mustard. Oh, and a Manhattan drop. Coming across the rope, responding in kind, receipt given. Slamming Ricky South's head on the ground for a bulldog, grabbing both legs. With a defiant yell, the example kicks out. Again, remember, this match is indeed for the Australian National Championship. Whoa! Corndog wishes to be a fighting champion, wishes to take on any and all comers. For the last 2 years, to be honest, longer, the man has been looking to prove himself. And remember exactly the words of Corndog. I expect someone on that Wrestle Rampage roster to step up and have a performance worthy of a champion. Corndog, ironically, is looking to lead by example himself, but he is calling out the entire roster. Oh my good God! But till then, he'll have to deal with the effects of a double underhook suplex off the goddamn top rope. Tough stuff. Ricky South going for the pinfall. 2 count. How in the world did Corndog kick out? Ricky South right here in enemy territory. Looking at that front face lock here to control the head. Potentially looking to slam him, but you can see Corndog has it scouted. Wraps his leg around the calf of Ricky South. Rope! Still gets a snapmare over. Oh! Crunching down on the neck and just bulldozing, barreling straight through the champion. And again, you can see Ricky starting to gain momentum, gain that tactic that he is utilizing, which is to stay on top of the champion, simply not let up. But as you all know, Corndog is a resilient man, a resilient fighter. Corndog, the spirit of Wrestle Rampage, the pulse of Adelaide Wrestling, is going to fight until he can fight no more, willing himself over. Ricky South right back to now. Pressing down on those knees to get the leverage advantage and stabbing a knee into the broad back of the Source God. Corndog! Using that unparalleled strength to force Ricky South up and over. Now taking a couple seconds to force a break. Oh! Vicious shots to the ribs here, and again that front face lock. Ricky South and Corndog tie up on the rope. Good Lord, a 1-2 combination. Picking apart the champion here. Ricky South is an epic fighter. He is a grandiose grappler. He believes he exemplifies everything that professional wrestling is meant to be. And he will come interstate to prove just that. He exudes confidence and he's looking to emanate dominance and ferocity across the entirety of this country. slugging it out. Trying to gain back the upper hand here. Now, forearm against forearm against forearm. Jockeying for position here. Sauce. As he said, you want the sauce, you got the sauce. But Ricky South, no slouch, as much as he is a grappler, he will strike with the very best of them, those haymakers. And again, cutting Corndog to the quick with the Manhattan drop. And a large, big boot, a punt kick to the side of the face, the temple of Corndog. Oh! Hanging the sauce dog on the apron here, taking a moment. What does Ricky South have planned here? Runs right into the big boot of the Australian national champion. Both men now finding themselves in a precarious position here, out on the apron. The hardest part of the ring, as it were. Oh, chop to the chest. Ricky responding in kind here. Oh! Overhead smash. Both men trying to find a hole in the armor here. Oh, good God. Out of desperation almost. South charging forward. Crushing Corndog against the back post. Corndog sizing him up. Good. Front senton off the apron, uncharacteristic of Corndog. 6'6", 245 pounds of mass, slamming into tough stuff. Now, referee Alex Frost has begun the count. Of course, champion's advantage in a count-out situation, no matter who is on the outside. Obviously, the title is not going to change hands. Ricky tumbling back into the ring. Corndog has had time to recharge here. Sauce! 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 Winding up! Adding the mustard to good measure! Ricky South! Oh! Smashing lariat right to the back of the head. Now targeting the big man. Pummeling Corndog to the ground and beyond. Have looking for the pile driver. Corndog responding with a ginormous chop and a thunderous clothesline to boot. That may be all. Oh! Remember here I'm the timekeeper as well. I've got a bell's right here. I'm ready to go. Calling for the choke slam. When in doubt, choke slam it out. But of course, methodically, Ricky South picking apart, and it's that lariat, patented lariat there. Now, the example, potentially calling for it. No, he's going to get him up and over. What in the? Oh my God! Oh! Slamming him down there. Go! Good God! 2.5. We almost had a brand new Australian national champion in the example, Ricky South. The crowd firmly behind the Source God, willing him on, pleading with the man to get up and continue fighting. Ricky South again, going for the pile driver, almost has it. Willing him up. Oh, it's a vicious right hand. Corndog going for a pile driver of his own potential, or maybe the power bomb. Wait, is that a spladle? Good God! And the winner of this match by pinfall has gone on here. I don't see. Oh my God! Gorgeous Greg making the ring, throwing Ricky South out of the ring here. Ricky South, who just found himself on the receiving end of a spladle, an amateur wrestling pin. The man got outmaneuvered. Corndog has found himself like he sees it, a new challenger?
You saved me. You saved me. You put on that performance that I was asking for. No. That was a performance worthy of a champion. Don't you agree? Come on, man. No. If you can't decide, just look at this. Look, I've been there, and I've held that belt before, and look at me, honestly. I'm a fat old shell of a man. I'll give you this then. Let me go home, let me put on my Robby, let me put on my little towel, let me pick at my grapes, let me sip on my wine, and let me have a think about it. You got yourself a match, champ.
At this time, we've now almost come to the end of the night, but before that can occur, we still have our main event of the evening, and it is for the Australian National Tag Team Championship!
Let's have some fun.
Come on, Robby. I want to get ready.
Let's go play. Don't be afraid. You're with me now. Havok and Link will. The Empress will
be champion.
Introducing first, to my right, the challengers. At a combined weight of 340 pounds, the team of the Darkest Soul, Robby Hart, and the Empress of Darkness, Ember! And to my left, the champions. At a combined weight of 419 pounds, he is the Master of Mayhem, Havok, the Demigod, Link Barnett. They are the Australian National Tag Team Champions, the Adventures of Havok and Link. We are here, and it is main event time. The Australian National Tag Team Championships on the line. An important statistic to note. The current champions, Havok and Link Barnett, have been champions for 364 days. After tonight, if they come away victorious, they have been having a full calendar year as champions. But of course, standing across the ring from them now is a dastardly duo that I would rather not be anywhere near. I'm quite fine up here. The Darkest Soul, Robby Hart, who's in the ring right now, and the Empress herself, Amber, someone who has made it their mission, their goal to, at this point, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. All we know is that Amber has corrupted Robby Hart. Robby Hart has reverted back to a dark, dangerous, deep void that he hasn't tapped into in years. To what end, I don't know. But at this point, one thing is clear. They are just one match away from claiming the silver, from claiming these two titles placed in front of me now. Robby Hart taking control of the veteran Havok, tagged in the Empress Amber, back in the ring now. Drop toe hold. Amber sizing up the Master Mayhem. And a drop kick straight to the face. As Amber takes control of this competition, straight into the pinfall. Havok launches Amber off. You see the challengers firmly in control as Havok crawls over here. Oh, good God! Amber, call it psychological warfare, call it creepy, call it Link Barnett's turn to step into the ring here. The Demigod and Link Barnett being forced now to tackle, or respond in kind. I actually don't know if Amber's ever experienced that before. Oh. Havok, I think, wants no part of this equation here. Look at Robby, just on the side there, cackling, laughing. Amber and Robby Hart are enjoying this moment. It is important to remember here, Amber and Robby already hold a tag team victory over Wam Bam Bellows and Vicky Void just a few months ago. They made their intentions absolutely clear. That tag team gold, I don't know how wise this is. Oh, and biting for being gold. There you go. I can't say I didn't tell you so. How many fingers now does Link Barnett have? Oh, Amber bouncing across the ring. Tilt-a-whirl, head scissors. Link Barnett bringing back the human bullet, flying across the ring. Of course, on the apron there, Robby Hart, two-time Australian national champion, former Cruiserweight Cup holder, and now Link Barnett and Amber flying across the ring. Gargantuan hip toss from the Empress of Darkness, looking for a pinfall and then barely a 2 count. It is so... Oh! Now we see Robby Hart, the darkest soul, making his way into the ring. Also, a former Cruiserweight Cup holder in Robby Hart. The accolades are many. Oh! Suplex seemingly taking Link Barnett halfway across the ring there. The in-ring experience of the competitors here is vast. Havok, 23 years of experience. Link Barnett, well over a decade, heading on 15. Robby Hart, 16 years of experience. The anomaly in the ring is Amber. We have no precedent for the Empress of Darkness here. We do not know her intentions, we don't know her reasonings, we simply do not know what she's capable of. The darkest soul is bad enough. Apparently when faced with the Void, rock, paper, scissors is the way to go. Havok launched. Robby Hart has it scouted. Link Barnett's turn, a big boot for his troubles here. Robby Hart taking a second to compose himself. The darkest soul flipping through. Caught in the air here. Havok and Link launching the darkest soul in the air. That could be over. We could have champion. Havok and Link, as I mentioned, the two have been champions for 364 days. They have been the unlikeliest of team members, albeit incredibly successful. Two members overcome gigantic losing streak from the demigod to defeat what were then the Renegades to become only the second Australian National Tag Team Champions. But these two fought constantly. This is a strange thing about Havok and Link. The last time the two faced off against each other was at Dojo 6. That's back in February of 2021. And since then, the demigod saw something. Link Barnett courted Havok to become his partner. And the rest is history. Good God. It's one way to stop a story in its tracks. Final cut there from Robby Hart. 2 count. Amber, barely larger than the corner post right next to her. And yet, the one person in Wrestle Rampage that I would like to be as far away from as possible. A calculating menace. Oh! A dark vixen. Stalking her prey. Waiting for the opportunity to strike. Amber is unnerving, unpredictable, and unprecedented. Oh! Driving Link Barnett straight into the mat. And again, that could be all she wrote, but no. Apparently we are still writing the chapter of champions for Havok and Link here. Only one more day to make it a full calendar year. Imagine what it would mean for the tag team division if the Darkest Soul and the Empress herself were to grab the silver. Oh, launching him up here. Oh, good God. Assisted code breaker. Link Barnett is out. Barnett is gone. Havok screaming from the corner, asking for Link. Link barely getting a shoulder up here, saving the titles for his team. Launching Barnett against the rope. Hart crossing through, ducking under both men. Having the same thing in mind, colliding in a double clothesline, both splayed out in the middle of the ring. Alex Frost beginning the count, of course, remembering double count out champion's advantage once again. You simply cannot win the titles that way. Robby Hart crawling. Seems to be in a better position here to get to his tag team partner. Ember scurrying in, jumping straight onto the back of Link, and it does its job. Looking to choke out her opponent here. Link Barnett fading fast. Ooh. Backing the Empress into the corner like a goddamn spider. Ember off the top and straight back onto her victim here. Link Barnett has been unable to shake Ember. Such a simple maneuver, but oh so effective. Imagine if she simply chokes out the demigod for a tag title victory. But no, there's life in Link Barnett yet. Link Barnett willing himself to his feet. Good God, Ember spiked on the back of her head. Link Barnett buying himself some crucial time here. The Master of Mayhem pleading, willing, hoping for his tag team partner to bring him in. Robby Hart, you can see how close he is to Ember. And again, this may simply become a war of attrition. Who can outlast the other? Will experience trump the darkness here. Havok launching himself at Robby Hart. Robby Hart counters, flying back with a forearm. Havok responding in kind. These two men, two power slam will not do it. So close for the Darkest Soul. Now perching himself where he is comfortable off the top rope. Havok had it scouted, saving himself from certain doom here. Good Lord! Modified Tifo driver, 2.5. Far out. Robby Hart almost found himself unable to reach a 3 count and far away from those tag titles that Ember and Robby Hart have been pining for. Oh, God. Alex Frost is out. That assisted headbutt has just taken out. And now again, Ember launching herself onto the back of Havok. I honestly do not know who's the legal person at this point. Oh, good God! Backstabber of Havok. Michinoku driver. Robby Hart. Blue Thunder Bomb! 1, 2, 3. That was a 3 count. Havok. The adventures of Havok and Link had the match won were it not for the incapacitation of Alex Frost. What to do at this point? Your referee is out for the count. Havok trying to thud some life into Alex Frost here. Alex is knocked out. We may need. Oh, good God! Istria immediately answered the call. Absolute mayhem. Oh my God. Again. Oh, vicious kick. Joey Graham. Havok. Oh. Joey Graham finding himself now on the outside. Two potentially best of intentions. Good God. Robby Hart hitting the Michinoku driver has just called. We may be looking here for the top rope splash. Amber. Oh my God. Second load of missed. Amber. Taken out. Robby Hart. Oh my God. Scream. Good. No way. No way. Absolutely not. And the winners of this match and new Australian National Tag Team Champions, the Darkest Soul, Robby Hart, the Empress of Darkness, of Havok and Link has reached its end, and the tag team titles have been plunged into darkness. The 364-day reign of Havok and Link has come to a close. Good God! What purpose? What reason? Robby Hart presenting 50 Amber, both titles. What God's name does this mean? The tag team division. What does this mean for Wrestle Rampage? Robby Hart, Amber, the new Australian National Tag Team Champions. My God. Now set to haunt Wrestle Rampage. Both teams look on